Hey guys, Joshua Peterson, Peterson Electric. Try to do one good video for you a year, or a week, excuse me. It's July 4th, actually, 2019. I have not done a video on tiny homes. I want to talk to you about that in Colorado. I know that Colorado is a state where it's been one thing, where do you find a place to live? How do you park them? It's been quite the ordeal that I've studied in class 3 years ago in 2017, the NEC. They were trying to figure out what are the regulations on it. Does it fall underneath a recreational home or motor home, a home? It has axles. So I just got to work on one today. These guys arrived from another state. I'm surprised. I think state to state some of the regulations are a little different, though we have a national electric code. It was a brand new unit, beautifully done. Other than from an electrical point of view, they were missing the GFCI protection and the arc fault protection in 210.8 and 210.12. The only other thing that was a little frustrating is 2 hours later, we could not figure out why one circuit wasn't turning on. You wouldn't think it'd have a lot of circuits, but it did. It had 10. One of them, the concern I had is we couldn't even figure out how to get half the house with the lights on. There was a box that was underneath the steps. And so basically, very hard to find, so you have to tone those out. But once we were able to find that, we were able to connect it and see that we finally had continuity between neutral and ground and go back to the panel. Again, keeping in mind when you ground them, there are regulations on using ground rods because of lightning protection, of course, as well as having your meter. So a lot of you will have a pedestal kind of like that with a meter and a disconnect, and then you hook up similar to a mobile home as well, of course. But yeah, from a back point of view, it's a double axle, fairly large size inside, really well done. It's got a gooseneck on it. Not all of them have that. They have a bumper pole. So that's kind of the definition of a tiny home. So for my SEO guy, if you're trying to research that, just put tiny home on there. Maybe that'll pop up. But again, tracing it out is very similar. Keep it in mind, it's like a house. This was actually done with metal studs, which was good. And it also had MC cable throughout the unit. Usually though, using metal handy box is a little tough. It's hard to get all those wires in there, and because it's all 12 gauge, right? Even for your lighting circuits. So I don't know if there's a regulation in another state on using MC cable, but they probably did that because they had metal studs. But if you use metal studs, you can still use grommet bushings and use Romex, of course. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining us. Hopefully that'll help you out. Bye.